Hello everypony, Lysiane here. Link to my divining art in the description below and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And it's also going to contain my personal opinion about something that I think is going to happen in My Little Pony. So if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I have been talking about episodes I really want to see, and I was actually thinking about a Starlight and a Spike episode. Now I know that we already had an episode where Starlight goes to see Sunburst and Spike is, helping her and, getting her there and stuff like that. But I was actually thinking about a villain that comes and takes the cutie marks of the main 6, and the only ones that are left are Spike and the Starlight. Maybe the villain will also take the cutie marks of Celestia, Luna and Cadence, but again, the only one left is Spike and, Starlight. Maybe also some others that doesn't have a cutie mark or can't be affected by this spell, like for example Sakura. So we will find out if it's branding mark she has instead of a cutie mark and why she has that and stuff like that. That could be very interesting. But the episode I was thinking about was actually that, Starlight was possessed by some evil magic again, or evil character could come in and make her use the spell to, take all of the cutie marks. And all of the main 6 and all that knows what Starlight have done would actually blame her for the accident, even though that it wasn't her fault. It was, some evil thing or evil stuff. And the only one that knows this is true is actually Spike, or one of the others that is not affected by the spell. So maybe Sakura and Spike, or just Spike. So I will say that everything rides on Spike convincing the main 6 and being a little bit more grown up, and I will not say take responsibility for how he is going to say this truthfully, but I will say that he have already learned how it is not telling the truth with Forex and stuff like that. So I don't believe that he would lie in future episodes, but I will feel like he will be aware that it was not Starlight's fault, but the others will, maybe have an impact on him, the other main 6, and they could always be like, well, she have done this before with the cutie marks. Remember that we told you that she once were taking over her, village and stuff like that. And Spike will be like in bind, or how to say that. But I would say that he would probably take Starlight's side, even though that the other main 6 and everybody else is against him. I really feel like he have learned from the episode with Forex that everybody needs, second chance or third chance, or how to say that. And if it's not Starlight's fault, I really do feel like Spike would stand up for her and be like more mature about it and stuff like that. Maybe it could actually be dragon magic. I'm just suggesting it because I really want to have more episodes with Spike and Ember seeing each other and stuff like that, so we could finally get rid of the rarity stuff. I'm not saying that I have anything against it. I'm just saying that it's hurting Spike more than I am willing to let it. So I'm feeling like it's going to end, or Spike is going to fall in love with Ember or other dragon, so we can finally get some relief for Spike, or how to say that, without sounding evil or anything in those lines. I just feel like Spike have been through so much, and maybe this will learn him that he is, old enough to stand on his own legs and be with the dragons for a time period, and not living with Twilight anymore. So, Twilight have to do her own stuff and stuff like that. I really do feel like I don't want to have him in the servant role anymore. I'm overdone that, and I really do feel like he's a almost grown dragon now, and I feel stuff will happen with Spike. So I don't know about you guys, but I really do feel like this could be a great episode. But I was also thinking about an episode with Starlight I would really like to see, and that is if she finds out via, time travel or any of those things in those lines, that Starswell the Bearded was actually her grandfather or grandfather, or maybe even her father, and she didn't know, because we haven't seen the full background story of, Starlight, and we don't know how old Starswell the Bearded is. But if he is older than Celestia and Luna, and maybe he's as old as Discord or younger, we don't know, then he could probably be related to both, Twilight and Starlight. Maybe they're cousins, and they will find out that they actually had a special connection all along. And that would also, help them, reform Starlight, or how to say that. If she found out that she's not only, best friends with her related cousin, but she have grown so much, so she is actually willing to learn this lesson that, that she's family and stuff like that. And I do believe that if, Chrysalis gets her hands on these informations before Starlight or any of those lines, she could use it to, manipulate Starlight or manipulate Twilight into, I don't know, hating each other or doing something odd, or how to say that. But I definitely feel like, I have also talked about this before, that it's going to be a choice between, Sunburst and Trixie, or maybe Twilight and her friends and Sunburst in those lines. But let me know if you feel like I'm very far out there. And the reason why I feel like Starswell could be the grandfather of both of them is actually because of Twilight's mom. She's also this grayish, light grayish, with nice mane with a little bit of white in. And I know that Starswell the Bearded could have gotten white mane in time, or how to say that. But what if his natural hair color was blue or something, or white in those lines? I will not say, but look at Twilight's parents and imagine the grandfather or the father of those two and their great grandfather, or how to say that. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about that it could be Starswell, and maybe we will find out that Starlight and Twilight are actually sisters, and Twilight's parents don't know anything about Starlight because mind spell or something with something happened and she was just put into an orphanage or something and they didn't know. Or we will find out who Starlight's parents really are, or if there is any parents for Starlight anymore, if they're, gone from this world. And I would also definitely love an episode with Starlight and Celestia, Luna and Cadence, because I would really love to have all of the background story for those four. But I really do feel like an episode where they interact with each other, so it's not only Twilight that has some connection with the sisters, would be a nice thing. And we already know that Starlight have connections to Luna, or Luna thinks that there's something in Starlight that looks a lot like her. So it could be amazing if we get an episode like that. But I feel like something is going to happen with Spike or Starlight or Sunburst into the future. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of your family and loved ones, and that was actually all for today. I was also thinking about an episode where something happens with the main six, that they maybe be overtaken by something evil, but I really do feel like something is going to happen to Starlight because of, what Queen Chrysalis says. I do feel like that she can wait with her revenge. So no matter what she does for revenge, I really do feel like these episodes that I'm talking about here is before, Queen Chrysalis's revenge. I actually feel like that is going to be the end of the new season. But yeah, that's actually all for today. Yeah, okay. Bye!